What's up, guys? So I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do this yet, but today was day one of orientation. We're at the hotel room right now. Give you guys a quick show of the room. Very nice hotel room. Got a little kitchenette, refrigerator, sink, dishwasher, little hot plate stove, microwave. Most of what I won't use. Nice desk, couch, pull-out couch, two little ottomans, TV, bed, a shot of the bathroom, closet and stuff. Some sink right there. So, guess we'll just do a little rundown of how the day went. First thing this morning, well, start off last night. Let's back up a little bit more. Yesterday was Sunday. We pulled out of Mercer. Went about 120, 130 miles down to Franklin, Kentucky. Basically stopped there to get truck inspected. CT had to get his oil changed. We were both going to get our trucks inspected at Speedco. Ended up going right down the road to TA because Speedco didn't have a mechanic on duty to do that was certified to do DOT inspections. Then we drove from there about another 150 miles down to Jasper, Tennessee. That may have been Jasper, Georgia, but I'm pretty sure it was Tennessee. Either way, we stayed at the Loves there in Jasper. Got up this morning, left out of there, I want to say about 8 o'clock. About 8 o'clock Eastern time. It was actually Central time over there. But we were only 20 miles away. So we got over here about 8:30. Checked out the yard real quick. And then just pretty much hung out and waited for them to come over and get us. About 9:20 this morning they showed up. Got everything we needed. Got in the trucks, the cars. Went in for orientation. Talked a little bit. Did a little bit of paperwork. And then we went over for our drug test. By the time we got back from our drug test, it was pretty much already, well, we did a little more paperwork, but it was pretty much already lunchtime at that point. I mean, by the time we actually got in there to start orientation, it was already like 10 o'clock. We weren't there very long before we left for the drug test. After the drug test, got back, we ended up doing a little bit more paperwork. Then we ate lunch. Lunch was about an hour long. After lunch, we went over our e-logs, which is through TransFlow. Did some safety videos. Same thing that Mercer uses, Infinity Eye or whatever the heck it's called. Doing safety videos and stuff like that. We did that all together. I think that was pretty much it. That's pretty much all we did. Paperwork, safety, and drug test. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow's supposed to be a little more intense. Not intense, but a little bit more, I guess, a little more interactive. We're doing more business stuff. I guess there's supposed to be a business course from their point of view on how to do things. But we'll see what happens. I'll keep this rolling, and I think I'm going to put all of orientation together in one video. Um, as of right now, um, yeah, I'm gonna put it in here right now. Leaving Mercer, we came over here to a company's called F2F Transport, and basically a little breakdown of the company and why I came over here. The company pays 80%, um, and pretty much we can run business as we see fit. We get 80% of whatever we negotiate our rates. We're running the open market. Um, we can take, if we have the ability or we know customers that we can reach out to, or we can just go look for customers, I guess. I'm not really sure exactly how it works, um, but we can line up. If we can line up, we can line up direct customers, and do stuff along pretty much as if we had our own authority. We can run it the same. For the little bit I know, it made me want to come over. Just the pure fact of being able to go on the load boards and run all the loads that I want to run. My main reason that I'm leaving a company like Mercer is because where with Mercer I can only run Mercer's freight, more or less. Where with the open market, instead of just running one company's freight, I can go on the board and I can haul this company's freight or that company's freight all throughout these brokerages. And in the end, I can still haul Mercer's freight, I can haul JB Hunt's freight, I can haul Schneider's freight, I can haul Swift's freight, all the big carriers out there. I'll still be able to haul their freight. And I know, being with Mercer, I know it's not like immediately that their freight hits the board. Mercer's drivers gets first dibs at their freight, but I know I don't quote me on it, but I know it's only like 20 minutes before it hits the open board. It's like 5 to 10 minutes that when it first gets on the board, that gives the dispatchers, I can't think of the coordinators. It gives the coordinators like 5 to 10 minutes to give us calls to try to get us booked on the freight. After that, it hits our load board. After that, it goes to the open board, and that's my understanding of it. I may be wrong a little bit, but it's not very far off. And a lot of times that freight's sitting on there for hours before somebody ends up grabbing it. I've seen freight sitting on there for a couple hours before I grabbed it myself. So I know a bunch of the loads that I have hauled, I'll still be able to haul. As of right now, I am going to be doing dry van. I do believe I mentioned that in an earlier video. I will be doing dry van for the winter. I'm buying a dry van. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I did mention that before. And then next year, once the winter's over, somewhere between March and May, I'm going to be looking into going to get myself a step deck. So, see how it all plays out. That's it for right now. I am going to put all these videos here for orientation together, so I will be uploading this probably Thursday by the time you guys see it. So yeah, I'll be right back with tomorrow.
So I guess what better place to do an update for the second day of orientation. Today we just did, basically just went over numbers and stuff. What areas to run, figuring out cost per mile, booking loads, rate confirmations, dealing with the brokers, customer service. It's pretty much all the stuff we went over. We did a lot of talking, just coming up with different scenarios and stuff. We did a couple videos, hazmat stuff. We do not haul hazmat, but we got to do the I guess it's the standard federal guidelines where they have to cover certain hazmat criteria. We actually had a couple that left this morning because we don't do hazmat, and honestly, I think they asked every question other than the direct question of do we do hazmat. I can't speak for them. I don't know exactly what happened. I just know that they're no longer here because they don't do hazmat here. We're not insured for it. I don't remember if we went over yesterday or today, but we went over the insurance information. To be honest, it's just kind of all a blur right now. But it went pretty good. It was a good day. I left out first thing this morning. I took the car, I guess it's a rental car. I took that over to the truck because I forgot my toothbrush last night. So I ran over there, grabbed my toothbrush. Came back, they took the car, and the couple that were leaving had to run over to the truck and get their stuff for their dog, bring their dogs over to the truck before they ended up leaving. And then we went over to the orientation and went over all the stuff. Had lunch from a Mexican restaurant. Went over all the stuff like I said before. And then we went through, did some stuff with the load board, truck stop load board. And then that was pretty much it. That was our day. Nothing exciting. I mean, the load board stuff was exciting. Talking about money and stuff was exciting. The videos and stuff was not exciting, which is pretty much why I never do orientation videos, because orientation is not exciting. It's getting working for the company that's exciting to me. So we tomorrow should just be about hooking up the computer, getting our cab card, registration cab card. We already got the computer stuff on day one to hook up. We're running TransFlow. I know I'm doing a lot of uhs. I'm just trying to remember everything that was going on here. I'll give you guys a little more of an update tomorrow, and then we'll go from there. I'm thinking I have no expectations of leaving tomorrow. If I can get out of here tomorrow, great. If not, I expect to be leaving Thursday morning. So if it ends up being Thursday morning that we're leaving, I'll be uploading this probably Thursday morning. But that don't matter if I tell you now, you'll find out when you get it. So I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the last 5 minutes I got to sit in here, and I'm going to bed. So till tomorrow. What's up, guys? So we're back in the hotel tonight. We actually checked out this morning. I'm sitting here watching Full Metal Jacket right now. They checked us back into the hotel today because we had a pretty rough go at it today. We ended up going down to do our decals, but it was raining pretty good today, so ended up going down to
gas station that was set up for truck fueling, where we could pull our trucks in underneath the awning. And we sat in there for underneath the rain for, I'd say we were there for at least 2 hours. The other two guys got knocked out pretty quick. I got some of my stuff removed. Well, I got my Qualcomm removed from my truck in the rain. I started hacking at it real quick, and then once I got the Qualcomm out, I went over and started helping the other driver to get his truck done. His stickers were already removed, so all he had to do was slap stickers on, and he needed me to install the new logbook device. Plugged it into the truck, put it in behind the dash and whatnot, zip tie it up. Once he was done, he moved his truck, I pulled mine in. CT was working on his truck on the other side there. Once I pulled my truck in, I had to start pulling off them stickers, and them stickers being on that truck for 2 years, baking in the sun and whatnot, they were on there real good. Plus, because they were the design of the sticker, where it didn't really have much of a background, the truck was the background. There was a lot of spots that were very thin, which also proved to make it very difficult to take it off. But it took about 2 hours to get it all done. We got the devices all hooked up. CT managed to get his device hooked up on his own, so that worked out pretty good. And then my truck, it took me 5 minutes to pop mine in, put the panels back on. The stickers took about 15 minutes to put on. I'll slap up a picture here. Yeah, slap the picture up, and then I'll put up a little video at the end of here, video clip of the truck hooked up to the trailer. That's pretty much what we did today. We went back, we got our permit book, fuel card, all that stuff that we needed to get. A lot of this morning before we went and did our decals was, from the from the moment we woke up this morning, we were down there having breakfast. We were trying to set up and download load boards and everything, and I would say by the time we got done from decals and permit book and all that, we were sitting around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 1:30. By the time we ended up ordering lunch at 1:30 or whatever it was, when we got handed our permit books, which technically I guess it wouldn't be considered permit book because there's not really any permits in there. There's a contract, cab card, insurance certificates, stuff of that nature in there. But regardless, what else? Let's see. That's the hardest part about not doing videos throughout the day. It's trying to rethink. I know there's a word there, I'm just not coming up with it right now. I'm pretty tired. Just been, like I said, laying in bed watching Full Metal Jacket right now. Just trying to come up with everything that happened throughout the day is quite a pain in the butt. See, we had lunch. By the time we were done with lunch and everything, it was like 3 o'clock. And we could have, like I said, we could have, as soon as we were handed our books, we could have taken off, got a load and taken off. But we weren't really ready to book a load yet, so we just ended up sticking it out. They got us a hotel room for another night, and that's where we're at. So we're still working on getting more load boards lined up. Myself, I'm working on Convoy at this moment, which by the time you guys see this, I'll have that already set up. And C.H. Robinson, there's another one I'm waiting for. So far, I already have like 5 of them, I think. Uber, I'm waiting on. waiting on a confirmation email, basically for them to set that up. So I guess that falls in with C.H. Robinson and Convoy. So I got 3 that I'm waiting on. We're set up through the company. We're set up for truck stop. I got JB Hunt, Convoy, or not Convoy, Coyote. Truck stop, Coyote, JB Hunt, and I think there's another one. One, two, three load board. So I got those set up right now. I've been looking at them. There's some loads popping in and out. There's some stuff that at this moment right now, I know more loads are going to hit the board in the morning, so I'm kind of waiting on those loads to show up. I have one load that I'm interested in right now. I don't know if I can get the rate that I want. I am noticing one problem with like the board Coyote, where you can bid on loads. The other guy here that's in orientation with us, Craig, he bidded on a bunch of loads, and I mean the one load that he bidded on was $14.88. He bidded 2,000. Or I think it was $14.75. He bidded 2,000. They rejected that and bidded and counter offered him $14.88. He rejected that, countered offered like $1,700, and they countered back at him at $1,400. So they actually dropped it down below. Basically, in my opinion, what I'm kind of gathering there is they're basically saying that that's all they have in it, and they can't go any higher, or they're just playing games. I really don't know. That's a lot of stuff like that is gonna have to just take some time, and we're gonna have to figure out how it all works out. But I'm really liking the idea of how this is all gonna work out. But I have no guarantees that it's gonna be the best thing ever. I think it's going to be a really great program, a really great way of doing loads. It's basically the same thing as if I were to get my own authority. This is the part where he's going to shoot him in the bathroom. And there he goes. Good Lord. Yeah, my phone's dying. But the one thing I can definitely say so far, this company, F2F Transport, very good company. I'm very impressed with them. There's a few things that they have that I'm not really thrilled about at the moment, but I know they're working on them. But themselves, the employees, the people that are making everything happen, I'm very impressed with them. I'm very impressed with them putting us up in this very nice hotel. They gave us a car to drive around that we can use while we're here. We got to share amongst each other, but that ain't any different from anywhere else. So, excuse me. It's working out really well, and I'm really liking them. I mean, there was even one girl. She was having a lot of problems getting down here for orientation. Her truck kept breaking down and whatnot, and she was like, I don't care, I'll come in and I'll wait out until next Monday and start orientation then. And they were fine. They brought her in. She came in yesterday late afternoon after lunchtime. She came in, and they just been doing one-on-one and getting her rolling and getting her where she needs to be so she can start making some money this week. So very impressed with these guys. We'll know more further down the road. I'm not going to get too much into it, just for the simple fact this is orientation, and I'm not going to say that it's all rainbows over here until I actually get on the road and start figuring out how everything goes. I will say this, whether I succeed or fail, 80% of it is on me. I'm booking my own loads, so I can't say that F2F caused me to get bad rates, because I'm the one that's booking the rates. I can't blame anything like that on them. The only thing I could really hold on them is insurance and payroll, and I don't see anything going wrong there. So that's it for now. We'll see you guys tomorrow when I do the video with the truck and trailer and all the new stickers on that we got on it. So see you tomorrow. All right, we're officially hooked up and ready to go. So here's a quick look at what we got. Until the next video. So that's it. That's the end of this video. End of orientation. And yeah, we'll get the next video started for tomorrow. And where we're going from here. Definitely going home. But what we're picking up and where we're delivering is a different story. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow.